good, my people? What's good? What's good? What's good? Shout out to E40. Tell me where to go. Shout out to E40. Tell me where to go. All right. Hey, what's up? Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of the Chronic OGs podcast. I'm one half of the Chronic OGs, that boy they call Big Tone. What's going on? Before we get started, I want to see if I can get those that haven't to please hit that subscribe and like buttons while Smitty and I try to grow this channel. So please take care of that for us, and we're gonna get right to it. So you guys, if you guys haven't caught on yet, which I'm sure you have, this new phenomenon that's going around called the DEI Hire, that stands for nigger. That's substituting for the N-word. This is their new dog whistle now. That's all that is. So, a DEI hire refers to an individual who was hired through a process that emphasizes diversity, equity, and inclusion principles. The process ensures that all candidates, regardless of their backgrounds, have an equal opportunity to compete for a job. That's all that means. That's all that means. I don't see anything in here about black people. I don't see anything in here about people of color. I don't see anything in here about men or women. Only thing I see is all people. So there's a congressman from Tennessee, cornball ass, almost said it. He's the he represents one of the districts out there, so on and so forth. So he's the one that came right to this DEI hire shit, talking about VP Harris. So check this out. Tim Burchett. He was a state representative for 5 years. He's the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee for 2 years. And he's been a member of the House of Representatives since 2019. So that's Tim Burchett. Now I'm about to name someone. I'm gonna read off some accomplishments. Tell me if this screams DEI to you. Howard University graduate, California School of Law, served as a county prosecutor, Alameda County prosecutor elected position, State Attorney General elected position, re-elected for the State Attorney General. So she was he or she was initially elected in 2010 and then re-elected in 2014. Then in 2017, he or she, because if I say she, you're going to automatically know it's a DEI violation or some shit that they trying to say. So 2017, she was elected U.S. Senator from the state of California. And she is now the Vice President of the United States. So that's VP Harris, right? But check this out. Tell me where the DEI hire part comes in. California is about 6% black. California is huge, probably the largest country largest state in the country, and one of the most diverse states in the country. Those were elected positions. So, who gave her what? Besides the people she represented? don't always agree with VP Harris, but I'm going to tell you one thing, I'm rocking with her now. So another one of these people who concentrates on this DEI bullshit is the dude that's running for vice president, Mr. J.D. Vance. That wasn't his original name. His original name was James Bowman. Mr. J.D. Vance tried to act like he grew up poor. He didn't grow up poor. And as a matter of fact, he had a billionaire, I think, out of Seattle, Washington, that bankrolled his campaign to where he is right now. Went to Yale. Then he changed his name again to Jimmy Hamill. And then he changed his name again 10 years ago to J.D. Vance when he married his wife. So you hear about DEI immigrants. DEI immigrants. Isn't it funny how Trump and J.D. Vance are both married to immigrants? That is so hypocritical. But then again, it ain't. See, they talking about the immigrants of color. But I believe J.D. Vance's wife is Hindu, I believe. So this whole notion of DEI or she slept to where she got to and all this other stuff, people had to vote for her. And people that don't look like me had to vote for her. And people that don't look like a lot of y'all had to vote for her. And I get it. Gas prices is a little high. What would you prefer? Gas prices go, or we turn into a gas prices lower, or we turn into a dictatorship? And some of those freedoms that you think you don't have, you really ain't gonna have them now. Do y'all wanna deal with the fact that fruit and stuff and groceries are a little bit high, or you don't want your vote to matter no more? You want a democracy or a dictatorship? It is that fucking simple in November. It can't be, again, it can't be, no, I ain't really feeling her, she this, she that. Do you want a democracy or a dictatorship? That's the choice in this upcoming election. Do you want a democracy or a dictatorship? If you prefer dictatorship, I feel sorry for you. If you decide not to vote, you prefer dictatorship. If you vote for Trump, you're a fucking idiot, in my opinion. And you would prefer dictatorship. The dude has 34 felonies, y'all. 34 convicted felonies. And you would still vote for him? Because of what? The policy's gonna get better? The border gonna get better? Hey, you know what? Uncle Joe was about to pass a border bill a few months ago. But your boy blocked the shit because that's the only thing they know they can run on. And it was the most conservative border bill proposal in the past 40 years. But he said no because he didn't want to give Uncle Joe a win. Talking about putting your country first. And y'all falling for that shit. I'm putting my country first. I hate the border. Here's the solution. No, let's not use that solution so more people can come through. Then I can come back. And then we can use the same goddamn solution, and I can say it was my idea, and everybody gonna love me. And those that believe that shit is falling for that shit. I still right now don't believe that I do believe, excuse me, I firmly believe right now there was something about that assassination attempt that was staged. Then this dummy at the convention has the fireman who lost his life fire jacket, whatever they call it, name spelled wrong. He kissing on a man's helmet. I don't get it. Help me understand. He calling Kamala Harris a lunatic. She ain't been super deluxe in the spotlight like that. She been doing her, vice presidents ain't in the spotlight as much. So now all of a sudden she a lunatic. She more educated than you, bro. You mad, bro? Can you imagine if she kick your ass, Trump? Then that means you're going to be the loss to two things you disrespect the most. A woman and a person of color. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the utter rage that would come out of that dude and a lot of his supporters? We have to make sure that we come together. Fathers, black fathers, white people that believes in democracy and unity and all that good stuff. We're the people that have to come together and defeat this bullshit. Because I tell y'all something right now. Y'all gonna overlook this shit, and there are people that does. Hey, my brother Smitty, he ain't involved in it at all. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. This shit is dire right now. And if you like anything about the way your life is right now, don't succumb to that shit. 50 Cent and the rest of them dudes, they getting that goddamn tax breaks. Whatever, dude. Y'all go ahead. It's a shame that there are black celebrities that support this guy. I expect white celebrities, I really do. People of color is amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. We have to make sure that we are educating our youngins, our little teenagers, 16, 17, 18, talking to them about the voting process and registration and all this other shit. If this is their first time voting, walk them through the options, the goods, the bad, the pros, the cons, down the ticket, federal congressmen, state congressmen, local judges, everything. I've done my children a disservice because I never did that. But if we want to have our youngins to grow up and understand what this election is about, we have to start this year, 2024. We have to start educating them right now what down ticket means. Why it's important to vote, for your state and federal Congress people. Why that's important, what they do, the roads, the bridges, DEI programs. Come on, man. Where the money's being allocated to, education, everything. That's how, when it's time for their rubber to hit the road, they gonna already know what's up. Because we can't let social media teach them those principles. Excuse me. Because there's too many people on social media that's on some Uncle Tom Coon bullshit, and we don't want them to get caught up into that shit. We need to make sure they see both sides, the good and the bad, or all of them. Why it's important for a person with a 34 felony convictions and try to overturn the government, why it's important for that person not to be at the White House anymore. It's funny, Scott Jennings was on CNN, and he was upset at the fact that the Democratic Party and Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, and the rest of them, he was upset at the fact that they hid the fact that Uncle Joe, President Joe Biden, was kind of slowing down a little bit, that they told lies and all this other stuff. Where is that shit when all of them fucking Republican Congress people, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Jim Jordan and Chip Roy and all these other fucking people, where was that comment when they know they hiding with this motherfucker, what Trump has done and is doing and is attempting and is thinking? Project 2025. Project 2025. He tried to lie and say he ain't know the man that came up with the Project 2025. Then there's video of them two shaking hands and giving each other a bro hug at some fucking convention earlier this year. Where's the outrage in that, Scott Jennings? Where's the outrage in that? A lot of people mad at Kamala Harris because she married a white dude. The same people that's mad at Kamala Harris for marrying a white dude, are y'all niggas going off on the fact that it's a whole bunch of athletes that y'all like that's married to white girls? I'm at a stage right now, I don't give two shits who you with. Is you happy? Can you get the job done? Fuck all the other bullshit. But a lot of black women ain't gonna vote for her for that. Cause she ain't marry a black man. She married who the fuck made her happy. Now let's get behind this woman and support this woman so we won't have to worry about this fucking bronze imbecile that's want to take over the world. He want to be Putin. He want to be Kim Jong-un. He want to be Orban. And we worried about some woman who's obviously qualified to do the job, but the fact that she married to a white dude, that's some bullshit. No, it's some bullshit for you not to support her because of that. Especially in this dire time. Especially in this dire time. What's more important? The fact that she married to a white man, or the fact that your little daughter's rights, reproductive and women's rights, just got snatched out of her hand? What the fuck is more important? What we gonna do? She married to a white. Oh, she helped raise it. That's the fuck she's supposed to do. She married that man and that man's children. Who give a fuck about that? That's what she's supposed to do. And what we supposed to do is stop with the bullshit and not getting behind looking for shit. Even if she's not great, she's the best fucking option right now. And we need to support her and get behind her and get past this fucking MAGA shit once and for fucking all. And if Vice President elected Kamala Harris is the one that can get us out of this fucking dundrum we're in with this bronze cloud that's over top our heads, if she's the one that can help do that, then go, okay, I'm with you, sister girl. You went to Howard anyway, the DMV for life, hashtag DMV for life. I'm with you. I am with you. I'm sure she's not perfect. What the fuck is Trump? And this little idiot, J.D. Vance. This little fucking idiot. Why Trump won't debate her in September? He don't want that smoke. He gonna be debating a prosecutor. She about to put his ass right back on trial again. He don't want that. So now that they want this JD Vance dude, she would chew that motherfucker up and spit him the fuck out. This one of them times we got to do the right thing. It's not about a black or white thing. These are dire times. These are serious times. And these are important times. And we all need to get behind Vice President Kamala Harris for the next president of the United States of fucking America, and let's move on from there. We'll deal with the gap. We'll adapt to high gas prices. We always do. That's what we do. We adapt to inflation. We always do. That's what we do. We adapt to interest rates. That's what we do. That's what we always do. We adapted to that shit and got over it just fine when the bubble burst and Obama had to save our asses. And whoever else in Congress and Joe Biden or whoever else, whoever was responsible for that, Democrats or Republicans, we got over it. Now it's a problem because, oh, she not really black. Fuck is you talking about? But I know Trump is really racist white. I know that much. Fuck is you talking about? She married to a white man. Yeah, so what? All them athletes that we know and love, the majority of them motherfuckers married to white chicks. And we still wearing their shoes, jerseys, and some more shit. Going to see their games, being them on 2K and every fucking thing else. But now it's a problem. When it shouldn't be a problem the most. Hey man, get up off your asses. Hey ladies, get the fuck up off your asses. If you're not registered to vote, register to vote right now. Do your research, and I'm sure once you do your research, you'll find that the cons for the bronze idiot are much more than the cons for Kamala Harris. You'll find out that the pros are much more for Kamala Harris than they are for the bronze idiot. If she picks Shapiro in Pennsylvania, I don't think there's no fucking question who's the better vice president. Shapiro in Pennsylvania or J.D. Vance, John Bowman, Jimmy Hamill, whatever the fuck his name is. Decision is yours. Again, if you have not done it yet, please hit that subscribe button. We cover all types of things from sports, politics, serious situations, relationships, everything else. And we have another episode that we're filming later today that's going to be really somber, but it's something that we have to discuss as well. So please stay on the lookout. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Chronic OGs podcast. I'm that boy they call Big Tone. And one more thing. VP Harris, 2024, President of the United States. Let's go with Harris.